Welcome back to the Acoustic Shop channel. I am John. This is Jeremy. Today we are going to be unboxing something totally brand new, the very first to come into the US, Eastman AC522CE and the new 622CE.
Gorgeous.
From Eastman. So these are two guitars. Before we even get started, let me say that song that you just heard in its entirety is available on another video where you can hear a complete run of both of these guitars being played. That's right, it'll be right below us. So check that out, as well as other demos of this. At the end of this, we will actually be doing specific tone demos. So all the way to the end, we'll have tone demos of these guitars. But we're talking about Eastman's newest guitars.
Let's describe what we're holding before they hear what they are.
You are holding...
It's a guitar.
That's exactly what that is.
Cutaway, I believe.
It is. So Eastman redesigned their AC22 series. That's what I'm going to call it. The 22 series, which is their grand auditorium body shape in the 522, the 622, and the 722, which we don't have right now. But yeah, if we did, we could tell you more about it as well. So Jeremy has the new 522, and all of these, what they did was they added this gorgeous arm bevel right here, which I actually have to say,
yes, they call it comfort,
is a very, very big difference. I've always been one of those guys, I look at that and I'm like, come on, really?
I'm going to go out and get a file and a rasp and take to my other guitars and
just grind it away. I think there's more to it than that, but it is actually extremely comfortable. I can't believe when playing this how much my arm does move into different positions for more tone access. So I know that sounds like a cheesy thing, but it actually was something I found.
It looks attractive too.
And
I mean,
it does look.
That just looks.
So again, ebony on this, you can actually, with that one, you see some of that grain color change, which is awesome. I love that Eastman is not just dyeing all the ebony black all the time. They actually show some of the natural characteristics of the wood, and that one you can see that. This
Another cool thing with this, if you've ever wanted to see your notes come out of your guitar, you can just look in this thing.
That is totally not what that's for.
You can see them developing inside there.
That is not what that's for. Oh. That is not.
But it's pretty cool to look in there and see the bracing patterns.
They also added on all of this series a tone port. These are off the side. And again, this is one of those things that I've had a lot of people are like, come on, really? Really? You do hear a difference. And it's actually a tonal difference. I'm not, my experience with it, I'll tell you what I think about it. If you have been, like a lot of players, having a hard time hearing yourself when you're playing, huge difference. It is genuinely a dramatic difference. That said, it does not sound the same as what it sounds like on the front end of the guitar. So there is a tonal difference to the guitar for what you're hearing on the side, but recognize that on the front side, it still does sound like the full rounded tone you want to hear out of that. That and, man, the battery access. That is just, that's, again, not what it's for. But they did a really, really good job with that. So this entire series now will have the tone port. Those are definitely welcome additions.
Originally, I thought you put your cup in there. It was a cup holder, but they don't fit.
You're so messed up. It's really, all right. So the 522. Jeremy's holding the 522 right now. That is a mahogany back and sides, wood bound, really gorgeous. Eastman always chooses amazing pieces of mahogany.
Striped mahogany on there.
Has this new sunburst. Really, really like it a lot.
They really pulled out all the stops on this.
This is actually their gold burst. And then they also added the new hurricane inlays. That was a new add-on. And I believe if you look really close, the purfling on there, I think there's some blue hue to it, just a little bit. So really came out with some really cool stuff and tied it in, yes, on the rosette as well. Great guitar. It has a beauty all of its own and at a price that way underdoes what its value is. This is a exquisite guitar that shows way more detail than any guitar you would find at its price point. Really, I think it's going to be a very welcome addition to this. Now, I do want to say real quick, I want to thank Eastman again. I love working with Eastman because they have done things like this. These are the first two into the U.S. of these two models. We got them before anybody, and it gave us a chance to kind of spend some time with them. And actually, believe it or not, as of filming, both of them are already sold. We, in fact, sold them about a week and a half ago. We had to tell the people who bought them that they had to wait for this video.
Part of our agreement with Eastman was we were going to make some videos on these, so
exactly.
Couldn't let them go out the door without getting to talk about them, and we wouldn't have because they're pretty exciting to get our hands on these.
So they also upgraded the pickup this year on this guitar. They are using the LR Bags VTC. Comes standard on these. Great case, all that kind of stuff there. So again, 522. We talked about that gold hardware. Gorgeous finish, lacquer finish on that. Sound Port, beautiful new sunburst. And then I'm holding the 622. And again, upgrade on the 600 series. All 600 series were always maple, but now we got maple in the classic finish. Again, a natural wood binding on this, so it is maple.
Any prettier than that.
And look at that, even the curl that goes through that center stripe. Very beautiful. This one they decided to keep a natural top, and again, I think that's a good choice for maple. It kind of ties it in a little bit better. They have two out with new bursts. The 722 has the new Dakota Fade, so a little bit different color burst than the one that you're holding right there. But maple, look at this. Maple leaves and a maple vine goes all the way up.
Somebody was thinking.
Even into the headstock. Look at that. There's a tree branch.
A pearl rosette on there.
Absolutely gorgeous. So again, characteristics of both guitars. I don't play a lot of grand auditoriums. I think they're extremely comfortable, great strumming guitars for what we just did. I think perfect. I just not good enough to do all that kind of stuff. So
me neither.
But tone-wise, everybody always asks, what's the big difference between rosewood, mahogany, and maple? I kind of find the two ends of the spectrum will be maple and rosewood. Rosewood being your darker, thicker tone, a lot more low end, tight, rich low end, very, meaty on the bottom end. Whereas maple being the harder wood, this is going to be your brightest characteristic. So if you're wanting a guitar that really has that sparkle, the brightness to it, perfect choice, maple. Mahogany kind of fits in that in-between zone, has some depth to it, but also has some of that crisp, high-end character and a lot of attack. So I played all three of these before. Don't have them right now, like I said, just the two, but I have played them. That obviously falls into this range as well. Tonal woods kind of always speak the same sort of language all the time to a degree. So if you're looking for a brighter, crisper tone, big strummy kind of stuff, beautiful guitar with a 622.
And there's something to be said for the look of it,
and
too.
the
Appearances,
look.
there's something.
Absolutely.
And that maple stripe, it's gorgeous.
Absolutely beautiful. And again, I think that was a genius move, Eastman, to do. The sunburst on that particular, the gold burst, ties in that mahogany color, ties in a lot better. Again, if we had the 722, you would see that Dakota Fade also definitely matches very, very well.
Which I'm sure as soon as we get one of those in, we'll have a video. So by the time you see this one on YouTube, we may have already made that one. So do a search for that one. But I can't wait to see it as well.
I think we will be doing specific individual ones on all of these as they come in and make their way through the shop. So we are really blessed to have these both in here right now. I think a cool addition. I think this has been something that people have been asking for quite a while, which was the new arm bevels, and they really did it well.
Yeah.
We've all felt there's a lot of them out there right now that are doing this. This is a very smooth, very comfortable spot. A little bit different design than some of the companies are doing for that. So very glad to have that. All wood
Something
bound.
different in the line from Eastman.
Absolutely.
It stands out a bunch from their previous iterations of this model.
Everybody knows the traditional series from Eastman has done extremely well. All of us knew that the 422, the 522, 622, and 722 were kind of like the hidden secrets in their lineup. But I think they really gave it a new look, new character for that market that, you know, wants to scream a exquisite looking, museum looking guitar and also have the amazing sound that we all knew was available from these models. I think this is great with all the features. This has every feature you could throw at it pretty much. So again,
Cup holder.
yeah, great cup holder. I mean, kudos to Eastman on this particular run, and you guys, if you get a chance to check them out, definitely do it. The 522 and 622 AC522 AC622CE, both of those are great guitars to check out. And anything you got to add to that?
Let's just hear them. Why don't you give some tone samples?
All right, I can do that.
Hey, thanks for watching that video that we just did. I'm going to make this universal so we're going to use it on all the videos.
Good
I hope
plan.
you enjoyed that thing that I said. And if you'd like to see more things like that, subscribe down below where it says subscribe. You'll be notified anytime we do another video.
And while you're at it, make sure to check out our website, theacousticshop.com. We have free shipping on most products and one of the best return policies in the country.
We know what it's like to buy an instrument online. You never know what you're going to get. When you get it, if you're not happy with it, send it back to us. We're not going to be mad at you.
No.
We'll be a little disappointed in you, but no. We want you to find the right instrument, and there's no way to know until you try it. So we encourage you to try it out, play it, and then if it's not the right fit, we'll find the one that is.
There we go.
Also, be sure to comment down below. We love to interact with you guys. It's not a one-way street here.
No.
You get to say things, we get to say things back to you. If we say mean things, we're going to say mean things back. So.
We may or may not do that. Anyway, we thank you guys for watching, and we will see you next time.